Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody grooving? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty chill. You know, just sort of living my life. You know what? Let's be realistic. I'm feeling realistically. I'm feeling like 55% today, which sounds low, but I actually just think everyone undercuts it, right? I think everybody doesn't realize how what the 100% is. Like people are like, "Oh, I'm feeling 100% today." You're not feeling 100% today. You're feeling like 20% maybe. Yeah, well, 20% higher, like 20% lower than that. My 100% is probably my 80%, if I'm being honest. Hmm. At least that's how I feel. Anyway, we're starting immediately. And we're starting immediately because I want to see what this is. Ooh! So I've got this.
I miss bread. This stuff tastes like scale fin.
Interesting. I could spend money to get both of these. But I'm not really sure. What do I have to do here? Drive back centaurs, protect the incoming supply ships, deliver food to the Seraph camp. Chicken. Bulls, you need your food. Although I say this, I'm not really sure, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm being completely honest here. What's the point in having so many bulls? What do you gain from that?
There's a constant battle being waged.
Like, I know. Like, I know that you need them to obviously breed the cows, right? But you only really need, like, one for that. So why do you need, like, a couple? I guess in case one of them dies. I know in blimmin' in real life, the reason why you keep bulls is because there is a, there's a whole breeding thing where, like, you want to have the prize bull, right? But that's only because, like, we know about genetics and all that. I'm just talking on my arse here. I don't actually know if any of this thing is real. Hmm. Bandit supply stealer. He's just stealing the supplies. Nobody's... Get him.
Haven't been here yet.
Kill him. What was everyone doing? He just walked in here. I don't know. This one seems like a really slow gain for me. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, I like the bulls. Like, what's the logic there? Like, why do you keep so many of them? Yeah, I know. Cluck, cluck. You know what? It's not worth it. We'll get the chicken feed from over here. What? Get out of here. Oh god, that guy's dead. You know, for a game that scales, it still sort of feels like some of the like the higher level characters just sort of appear and insta kill everything. Is that just a build thing? Water buckets. I don't see any fires. Well, any non-intentional fires. No, I wish to chicken feed. I wish to feed the chickens. Ah, here's some chicken feed. Here's some bull feed. Yeah, I was thinking about this at work because I wasn't really doing much work. How often do you feel like you are truly, like, feeling 100%? Like, there's not a single thing that you can complain to and you feel like you are, like, top condition? Because I'm not 100% sure I know what top condition would be for me. You know? Like, I feel like... I feel like I've been... Oh, come on. I can jump that. Fine, hold on a second. Yeah, that's done. Cool. On to the end of this thing next. Like, I don't know. I have this sort of like, maybe it's a bit, I don't know what the word is, like dark. But I'm like, I'm never 100%. And I don't feel like anyone feasibly is. I've been watching a lot of speedrunning recently. And there's a part of me that's like, watching people just repeatedly do something, and a lot of the time hitting like the halfway point and going, right, this is not feasible, I'm just gonna reset. I can't imagine it. Right? I just can't imagine being able to do that kind of thing. Or just like, I've done like an hour's work here. Time to reset. I obviously have missed this thing. I made a single mistake. Now I can't do what I wanted to do. How do you do that kind of thing? How do you have that kind of... How do you have that kind of, like, ability? That kind of, like, mentality, you know? Because I'm very much that kind of person. If I fail at something, and I've put in a decent amount of work like that, it's got to be something I really freaking love to decide to then try it again. And that's a bad quality. I understand it is, and I wish I wasn't like that. And I'm sure there are ways I could stop myself from being like that. But I just sort of, I have that feeling of like, what's the point in doing this? Kind of, you know, feeling. I'm always like, yeah, I'm always like, yeah, I think I'm done with X and done with Y. What is this? Thieves.
Replenishing.
Why are we allowing these people to steal eggs? This kind of feels like we're helping the bad guys here. Are we not? Also, I'm a bit biased because harpies are like up there as like my favorite, my favorite mythological creature. You know, when I can actually talk and think and say stuff. And so seeing that I'm like actively killing them and stealing their like young, which I'm assuming that's what it is. They're like harpy eggs, right? I don't feel particularly happy about what I'm doing. I'm sure they're like the centaurs, where like inherently they're just horrendously evil or something. It still doesn't make it feel right. You know? There's an inherent thing there that makes me feel like it's a problem. What the heck is this? Who is this? Is there another set of eggs over here? Make him run. Setting the stage. Visit the trade forums. That's a quest. That's a story quest. Oh, I was a bit higher level than I thought. I thought I was level 33. But seemingly I am not. Like, it really feels like I'm just the bad guy here, and I'm, like, stealing their... Could you imagine a situation where, like, we were stealing babies? And if they weren't eggs from a mythological creature, we'd be like, this is horrendous. Why are they making us do this?
Replenishing.
I mean, even for like in Baldur's Gate when I was playing it, there's a point in it where they have this option for like, do we allow like a Githyanki egg to be given to this lady? And like, if you give it to her, she's like, she arguably has good methods. Like, she's trying to see if like, if raised in a good environment, this race that they consider inherently evil, maybe it isn't inherently evil, you know? But like, it's a horrendously unethical question, unethical thing to be doing. Okay, where is this egg that you're trying to steal? I don't care about the stabilizing the rift one. Where's the actual egg you're trying to steal? Is it this forager? Kill it! Okay, is it over here? Was that the logic? Get the egg. Get the egg. I'll heal your friend. Get the egg.
This will make perfect earring. No, armor. Maybe burrow warming gift?
You see, that doesn't sound like somebody who's going to do a good thing with this egg. I'm again thinking, why are we helping these people? Are we gaining something from this? Is this just an inherently cruel thing that we've decided that we want to do? How many blimmin... Matriarch? Oh, was this to try and get the matriarch to appear? But I'd hope not. I don't want to wipe out a species. I hope you're not the last. Right. Thank God we got away from that event. It was kind of... I was slightly worried about it. What did the feathers do? Why does he have tiger... I can't talk today. Tiny eagle raptors. Why is that a special event? I don't know. I need to stop questioning things. I will say, and this was something I wondered about that I'm not 100% sure on. Am I missing a load of lore because I'm not talking directly with these people here? Like, there's this Seraph person who's like, would actually give me some sort of lore bits, but I'm just ignoring them, and so that's the reasoning behind why I'm like not getting as much lore as I previously had. Or is there a or is it just that I haven't gotten to the main part of the story, which is the...
Time to fight.
I haven't gotten to the main part of the story, which is like expansions plus when you hit max level kind of things. Because I could see it being either way. I just want to make sure that I'm not really missing anything big. Because I think that when you talk with the people that have like the heart quest and stuff, all they're really saying is, hey, these people are attacking. Please help me by doing this or doing this. And then you say like, how do I do this? And then it tells you how to do it. Like, there's not like an intense lore bit that is mentioned in like the heart quests or something. At least I hope there isn't. Oh, another cat? That's not fair. I didn't say I could have two things. What him? Okay, those things aren't nearly as scary as I initially thought they were, but they're still... Why are they just randomly in this place?
Replenishing.
This is a base that's been taken over by the Seraph. Why is there innately hostile creatures in here? There is a lot of fallen soldiers here that have not been, I guess, properly been buried. I guess you can assume that this place has only recently been taken because it's the whole event thing. That does not give me much. And I'm assuming this... I know I'm doing a lot of assuming here. But I guess that this is the... This is the fortress they're talking about. Because I'd be very surprised if there's a fortress within distance of this event. They just put really, really close. I'll check over where this guy is, but I don't think so. Hey, Corporal. What do you need? I collected these badges. Oh, perfect. That's how you get it. What do you need? Glad to hear. The Centaurs won't stop until they're dead. The best way to help is to call their numbers and harangue their camps. Good to know. You see what I mean, though? He just tells me what the mission is. He's not mentioning in any sort of like way the I'm really, my words are really failing me today. He's not saying in any way the like intense lore of like, oh, we've been fighting them here for years. There was their leader, Blimmin Sarak Bloodhoof, that rules with an iron fist. He believes that in a certain sect of the Centaur's belief that the strong must wield power without weaponry, in the most barbaric way, just with their fists. You know, it's not like lore like that or something, right? So I don't think I'm missing anything huge there. They want me to go to the Lion's Arch. So I guess that's our new place where we're going to get stuff done. Wait, is the Lion's Arch a place in the human capital? Or is that other place I went to?
Centaurs inbound. Man your position.
Group event. Stop the Centaurs from retaking the camp. Well, I don't think I can do a group event on my own. Especially when I'm under-leveled for it. Although it might scale for me. And I'm not like horrendously under-leveled. Where are they even attacking from? If I collect a couple of these fallen soldier things as well, then at the very least we have something. Oh, this is the area they want to defend. Wow, one dude is dealing with all of them. To me, my herd, he says, while surrounded by only enemies. Everybody get up. Come on, everyone up. Everyone up. Why am I the only person getting people up? We need a front line, please. Please, we need a front line. Wait, what did I just do? What button did I just press? At least I've got some help now. God, they keep liking the fact that they can knock me over. Oh, well, we got to hold. Go through them. Oh, they got a rock dog. Get in there. Oh yeah, we've got a huge blimmin' group of people here. I need to just quickly do this. I'm not gonna get him quick enough. I'm not. No, that's fine. There's a champion of all right there. Oh no! Oh no! I love this. This feels a bit more like an actual full-on fight. Like, look at this. There's like actually like groups and groups of enemies that are coming towards us. I think it's just a firing line up there. Which I kind of love the fact there is. Even if I'm not part of it. Retreat in 3 minutes. We are losing NPCs in these fights, though. At least it feels like it.
Lethal combination. I like it. I could outrun a centaur.
No, we can't outrun a centaur. That's factually impossible. You know that as much as I do. Do you reckon me being underleveled, I'm better or worse than like 3 NPCs? Like, at what point does an underleveled guy outbeat like a bunch of NPCs? There's only one dude that... Oh no, there's a bunch of people that went down. Need to heal, need to heal, need to heal, need to heal. Please, please, no! Okay, fine. Oh, he's a Mesmer. They kind of look cool, actually. I didn't rate them too highly before, but seeing one of them in action using like a greatsword kind of looked cool, honestly. Oh, and they've got like a cool sword. I thought they were just a healer, but like, they've got like a cool sword that they use. Don't worry, we can get you up. Oh! Did he do... They did it! Holy damn! They actually did it! I do love like the line of NPC archers that just are trying to attack and they're just getting destroyed. What about you? It's a simple rock dog. That's fine. I'm not being attacked. I should be able to heal perfectly fine. You know, honestly, this kind of makes me want to make another character that can use a gun. There is just some sort of like cool bit of fantasy of like, I'm in a fantasy world that's mostly medieval, but also I have a freaking gun. We did it. Good event. Precision, Citadel, all. I'll take that. I'm encumbered? What about now?
We have to take the Modnia main camp. Swing.
Right, we'll do some selling in the next area we get to. I don't want to do it there because I just wanted to advance a bit. Assault the King's Gate and drive the centaurs back. Oh, it's a repeat quest. Well... No, I'm good. Disrupt logistics. Search for the debris. Destroy. Free slaves.
That was impressive.
Yeah, hit him with the thing. Keep hitting him with the torch. Burn this. Yeah. Take this and this. You're free. Get out of there. Burn this. Look, I'm not a pyromaniac, but I am hitting everything with a sword, with a blimmin' torch. And I do not regret it. Hehehe. Okay, fine. We're done. No, we're not. No, we're not. There's mining equipment right here. Burn it. Yes. Oh, no, 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 no. There's no point in gathering these. Burn this. Okay, we're good with this. Wait, did they already kill the super boss? It just appeared! And then immediately forgot to do the literal thing I said I was going to do. You know what? If you've forgotten something, maybe it wasn't worth... Maybe it wasn't worth enough. Does that make any sense? Because I'd be honest, it didn't sound like it made sense to me. And I was the one that said it. You know? How do I get up there? I feel like I was in this situation before. And I gave up. And said I'll leave it for future me. Like an absolute idiot. I left it for the future me. And now future me has to deal with it. And future me's not as good as past me. Neither of them are that good. But at least past me had a bit more time on his hands. You know? This is going to be one of those situations where I'm going to be standing there for a long period of time going, how do I do this? Is this it? This looks like a secret. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. Let me up. Let me up. Yes. Okay, so I need to get up higher. But I can't get much higher. Just like in general. I guess I could jump on this. Nope. I wonder if the way I was going before was actually the right way. It's not this, unless you can climb that. Which feasibly I feel like I should be able to climb. But I can't. You 100% need to be on your mount, right? Because your mount has the highest jump. Highest and longest jump, actually. How do I... How do I... Can I force it? This is definitely not the way you're supposed to go up, but can you, like... Can I, like... Can I... Oh, that looks like an area. Okay, next. Where do I go from here? If I'm coming from this way, can I, like, jump that? No, you can't. Well, that was higher up, so we're going to try and get back to there. Get over the hump. Right, we're good. Now, where do we go from here? This has some... This has merit. This has merit. It doesn't have merit. Okay. Round 2. If I could get on the top of this thing, I could maybe do that jump. But I always fall off as soon as I try and get on the top of that thing. But if it's not this way, how do I do it? There's no land bridge. Yeah, shut up, blimmin' Kotal Cot thing or whatever you are. There's no way that way. I'm gonna do a once round again, just to see if there's a place I can get up. There's no way they'd lock it behind having to have a different kind of mount. So I know for a fact that there is some way that I, as what I have right now, can make my way up there. Is it this? I could see it being this. If I get another charge. I could get up there. I think I could get up there. I think it's that. You know what? Fair enough. Showing me up there, I see. How did they do that? I'm not spamming jump. Please, 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 I just saw them do it. You let the other person do it. They were really cool, I know, but... Okay, we did it. Okay. Okay. Is that... That's the right way. How are you supposed to have got... Oh, there was a way up normally. Never mind. I was overthinking it. We're just going to sit here and we'll take this in. Okay, on to the next area. It's fine, my dude's functionally immortal. This isn't animal abuse, it's immortal. And it doesn't feel pain. And I guess that's still kind of animal abuse, even if it doesn't feel it. Why did I take the most damage when I... I feel like I took the most damage there when I was doing one of the smallest falls. Which is a bit weird. I wish there were more obvious jumping puzzles and less like sort of just figure it out kind of things, you know? Another sip. I think that's the thing that gets me. I wouldn't mind if they were like really obvious sort of jumping... What the hell is that thing? Jumping puzzles. But they don't feel like that's what they are. Instead it kind of feels like they're... I don't... Is this not the way up? Let me up! Let me up! Let me up! Let me... Okay. Okay, maybe it's not that direction. Okay? I know when to admit defeat. And it's never. You never admit defeat. I will find a way onto here. I will not have 99% as being the amount that I have. It will be 100%. So help me, I will do everything I physically can. I will tank this stream so that I can get there. I know what you're saying. It's already tanked.
I promise a painful end.
Stop shooting me. In what way have I done anything? Eh? You know what I always find weird in these kinds of games? I always find it weird when you pair this world of like fantasy and fantastical things. And then you also just have like they'll have like griffins, and they'll have like weird like creatures that don't exist in real life that can breathe fire or like shoot lasers out of their eyes. And then you'll just have like a random animal that you've just never sort of like really seen before. That's not necessarily fantastical in any way. It's just something you would just very rarely see in real life. So like, for example, there was an osprey. Like, I've never seen an osprey in real life. But it just feels weird to be there. Okay, I'll have a look at this message as well the next time we get to an area. Restricted Zone XRB. I'm not 100% sure I should be there. Whereabouts is that on the map? Oh, it's like a little... It's a little, like, caved area. Bring air essence to mad scientist... I'm glad it disappeared, because I don't think I should be helping someone called a mad scientist, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, it's Tony the Tiger. Doo-doo. How are we looking? 67%? God, we're not even close. And that's barely above half. Bearing in mind that these little squares, I feel like, contribute like 1%. Maybe 2%. You know? Boom. This is our spot now. I need to talk to this dude. First off. Hi, hail, mighty hero. I hope you are well. The neighborhood is buzzing with excitement about you. I've had word that there will be a party celebrating the Char-Human peace negotiations in Queensdale. The reception will be in the manor of Lord Cadius, overlooking the shrine of Beetleton, and will be attended by diplomats from all major races. Captain Logan Thackeray is concerned for the safety of Queen Jenna, who will be attending, and will need support. A hero of your merit should attend the soiree, and offer what help you can. Thanks, your herald. P.S. We understand that Zoja will be attending as well as part of the Assyrian delegation, but we don't know why. She's always a wild card, so be cautious.
These are dangerous times.
Yeah, I don't want to buy wooden planks from you. I'm here to sell you my gear. This is better than what I'm wearing? Okay. This one goes. These go. This goes. This goes. This goes. This goes. This goes. As much as I'd like to use a spear. That's a wood scepter. I'll keep it. That is probably better. It just is better. Can't use. Ooh, this staff. Is it better than my staff? It is. Okay, we're keeping that. These are better than the Blessed Step? Okay. These are better. These are better. That's a better as well, and it's a cool scepter. And they're better. Cool. Time to go into my inventory. Wait, no. H. H is the button. Equipment. This is better. 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 Those aren't better. But that is better. Okay, so now all of that stuff is done. We can go back to here.
I'll watch over this place.
And we're going to get rid of all the things that I previously... Wait, yeah, this.
Goodbye.
I don't like that it defaults to pink.
It's a soldier's.
We'll deal with that in a second, though. Don't know why I had that. Don't know why I have that. Don't know why I have that. I could get rid of all... I'm going to get rid of these minor bags. But I will go into this. I will compact. Why can't I sell these? And these shoes. Guess I could salvage them? No? Okay. Why can't I salvage that? I don't need these. That gets that out of the thing.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Use all. Compact. Okay, that's looking good. I'm definitely not invisible. Don't look at that. I know that was probably something where it's like, no, you just ate the blimmin' incredibly important tentacle of eating. I don't know. Like, it probably is something important, but where is this taking me? But I just want it out of my inventory, if I'm being honest.
The fun's over here.
I don't want to fight that bandit leader, I'm sorry. That might have been fun, but I decided not to. Boom. Got. This seems like a very nice place to live. Just a bunch of deer living their life. Not a single enemy in sight. Except for man. Dun dun dun.
The Seraph at Nightcard Beach have allied with local Quaggan.
Good to know. I just realised I haven't done the dyes yet. So I look like horrendous. I guess horrendous is the wrong word. I look fine. Yeah, we could make this ebony. We're definitely making that ebony. Probably making this ebony. Like that's ebony. Reset. Okay, so we're definitely making that ebony. That's applied. We're making this ebony. That's applied. We're making that ebony. We're making that ebony. I'm going to do it in sections because I realized I didn't want to get rid of all of the stuff, but I had to. I'm not sure what this one does. Lipstick. Oh, that's the name of it. That's ebony. These two. We'll keep those as is. That's probably... We'll see what we want with the other ones. Then we go all the way to the top and we choose orchid. Go boom, 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 boom. I think we want this one in black. We want this in black. Yeah, that looks better. Yes, it's more important to do that than it was to actually continue doing quests. I do not regret it in the slightest. Is the way in this way? Kind of feels like it. But it feels like... It's not the way in. Feels like it's a way in, but not the way in. Recover supplies from shipwreck, clear rock slides, check crab traps, maintain the camp. God. Got it. Plug. 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 This one seems like it doesn't give much, but it's very simple to do. Did I lose a Bone Fiend in the previous fight? I guess I must have. Get rid of the rock slides. Boop. Boop. Boop.
I'm about to make my rounds.
Varied mushrooms. Is this just a gathering thing? You know what? I'll gather a bit of them. To give me some plant fibers. I love seeing a load of crab traps and then just crabs that are obviously ignoring them. Shows that they're probably not great crab traps. Also, the fact that I'm opening them up, then just fighting the things that were in the trap instead of like finishing them off while in the trap, just inherently shows that my character, although helpful, does not understand the basics of how you're supposed to use traps. But they're trying their best, and you know, I can't blame them. Because it's technically me that's controlling them, you know? And if I was given a crab trap full already, with like no training of any kind, I'd probably make mistakes, you know? I'd probably accidentally open it up and let out a bunch of crabs that then, you know, just live their life and escape. Sell all this junk. Right, so we gotta go that way to get a thing, but how do I get out of here easily? I mean, there was the door I went through, which I do not think is the right door. We'll try this door. As long as we can get it to the surface, it doesn't matter how long it takes, we can get out of there. Although going here has made it so that they want me to start going that way now? I mean, I guess if this is on the way, it just means I'm going to have to backtrack, right? But that's fine. I knew it. It's behind the waterfall. Commune with this great power. Give me your power, a great waterfall secret chest. How do I get up there, though? That might be an outside thing? No, it's all the way up there. Which starts here? And then we move. Come on, come on, come on, this is the way. That was the way. I just couldn't do the jump. And so I had to cheat. Well, I guess it's not really cheating. Wait, that actually might not have been the way and you were supposed to go the other way. But that's fine. Either way, it's fine. I was talking at work with a bunch of like with effectively like the two other people in the work that actually play games about sort of mechanics in games that are like instant turn-offs, right? Things that you see are part of the gaming, like part of the actual game and like an intricate part, and you're like, that has made me like less likely to play such a game. And I think I came to the conclusion that my sort of top 3 for that is 1. Hold on a second, what the hell is this? Oh, right. Number 1, absolute top on my list is any form of time constraints. If you're going like, oh, this game, it's this immersive open world game, and then you go, but you only have 24 hours until you know, keel over and die or something, I'm less likely to play your game. Because that's not what I want. Or I will wait for a mob to come out. A mod that will come out that will take that away. And I understand it's realism. And I understand that maybe it's made there so that you can't do everything. That you're supposed to be selective, and that's the point of it, right? I don't care. That's not how I like to play games. I don't like to play, oh, I have to selectively choose what I'm gonna have here. I like playing the games where you just go, I want to do all of these quests. And I will do all of them slowly and methodically until all of the ones that I want to do are done. And I understand that that's not... It's not the intended thing for it, but I don't care. And I don't like being pressured. I don't mind if you say you only have 24 hours to live, but functionally you can like heal and save as many times as you want, and you can do everything you want, and like it's not actually, it's just like it's implied that you've got this time constraint, but in actuality there's no functional actual time constraint to it. I don't mind that. What I dislike is when it's like, here's your time limit, and it's actually your time limit. I find it boring. So that was number 1 on my list. By, I think, a significant margin. I think that's probably the number 1 when it comes to things I do not like. Number 2, which is still pretty significant, it's just there's a large difference between the two, is I really dislike durability in my games. Durability on weapons and armor I find incredibly tedious and incredibly boring, and most of the time does not increase my enjoyment of any game, and actively decreases my enjoyment of any game. So my thinking is like the newest Legends of Zelda. You know, the Breath of the Wild and the thing that came after it. I had no interest in playing those games for many reasons, but one of the biggest ones was that mechanic. Because I don't find it interesting in any capacity. It's just this thing where you find something you like, you're like, oh cool, I can't wait to use this, and then you use it for a bit, and then it breaks and you can't use it ever again. And it's boring. And look, there are like games I have played that have those mechanics in it. But a lot of the time, those mechanics, when I've played them, the reason why they haven't been a problem is that functionally, they haven't actually been a thing. So what I'm trying to say here is, what they've been is that there's technically been a durability mechanic, but in actuality what it is it's like a MMO, which a lot of MMOs have it, where it's just a money sink. It's just there to make it so that you spend money, and if you're playing the if you're playing the game normally and you're just doing the story and like a couple of side things, it never is a functional problem. I think that's the biggest thing. If it's not actually a functional problem, like it never really comes up. Effectively, the mechanic doesn't really exist. I don't care. I don't care that it's there. But I'd find it hard. I'd find it hard. You'd be hard pressed to find a game I've played that has had either of those constraints and that I've enjoyed a lot. There's a couple there. Like I tried out Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and the other one, and they technically have time constraints and everything. But that was my least favourite part of it, by a long shot. But like, in terms of durability, I think there's very, very little amount of games that you could name that I've done that have had any form of that durability in it. Any form of like weapon or armor durability. Because it's... I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's just not an entertaining thing. In any capacity. And then the final thing. Oh, hello. Thank you for the raid, honestly. I'm JD Moss. I'm just playing this game. I'm pretty new to it. I'm level 40 at the moment. I'm just chilling, playing some of this game and having fun. Thank you for the follow. I genuinely appreciate it. If you want to stick around, stick around. If you don't, I completely understand. I completely understand. All it's going to be is just me sitting here talking about whatever I freaking want to talk about. Nah, I'm from Manchester. Or near enough from there. Like I'm from somewhere close to there. I just say Manchester because you don't want to give out specifics, right? Yeah, I appreciate it, Spinal. I appreciate it. I don't know what you expect. Bottle of water is just we say that normally.
Bring me something?
You'd be surprised what people try and get out of you. Oh, thank you for all these follows. I'm sorry I'm not saying everybody. I'm trying to concentrate on the game at the same time. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh. Where was that? Is it up there? It's just... look, there's a specific kind of British that can say bottle of water and it sounds weird. I mean, maybe I also sound weird, but I think you're expecting like some of the people more north, more Londoner, that say it very, very weird. Is it here? Really? Hmm. What is that emote? That's just a lemon face? Hold on a second. I need to have a look at this. Oh, it's supposed to mean cringe. Anyway, as I was saying, some of the things I absolutely I just like the face. It's a very cool face. One of the things I really, really hate in games is when you play it and like say you're doing a decision tree. I think Skyrim's the biggest example of this, where you're playing it and you make a decision and functionally it does nothing, right? At the end of the day, like you choose either of those and nothing changes except for maybe a dialogue thing, you know? I think that's probably on my list. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Take care, mate. No worries. I just I appreciate people staying even for a bit and listening to me.
Centaur's heartland.
And mostly, if I'm being completely honest, just playing this game. Well, just streaming everything so that I actively play a game because I'm too lazy. So if anyone else actually wants to join and chat, it's always a bonus. But this is literally just to make it so that I'm not lazy. All that would happen is I would finish work and I would do nothing and sort of just stare at the screen, watching like a YouTube video. And I realized that was probably not great, and so I decided to force myself to stream so that I'd actually do something. So literally anyone being here is like, cool, a bonus. Keep them away from retaking this place. Okay, where are they? And also I'm under-leveled for this thing, so I probably am not going to be too much help. Where are the enemies? Is this one of those situations where everyone else here is just absolutely destroying everything before it gets close? It probably is something like that. Oh, by the way, sorry about the bad mic quality. If I don't have the best technical knowledge. So effectively what I did was I bought something and then I bought a mic and then I just haven't really done any changes to any of the things for it. Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming here. Oh, there's such weird blimmin' emotes, but I love them.
We don't know when they'll return. They always come back for more.
Okay, I guess I was here at the tail end of that blimmin' event, I guess. So yeah, luckily this game has, like, I think none of the mechanics I dislike. There's no time constraints. There's no durability. And if it is a durability thing, it's a money sink instead of it actually being anything of worth. And the, like, decisions, like, my decision to choose a specific starting point literally influenced the first story mission that we had, which I thought was incredible. Like, it's such a cool little thing to do that makes you feel like your decision at the start actually mattered, which I really appreciated. This is another mission where, because we've won and there's no like centaurs here, I think I'm specifically having a much harder time with this heart quest, which is a bit of a shame. I wish they would sort of make them in a way that even if you're winning, it's, you know, not that much harder to do. I guess there's still occasional enemies like this guy. I don't think he was supposed to be here, if I'm being honest. Oh, they're still prisoners? Okay, no, you know what? Fair enough.
May Balthazar strengthen you.
Oh, never mind. That's a Sendar prisoner. I can't release him. It still surprises me how strong these centaurs are. Like, it feels like they've got, like, infinite troops. And that they, like, constantly control, like, at least half of, like, this continent or something. Like, they feel like they're everywhere. You know, I don't feel like I've gone to an area that hasn't had some centaur, like, stuff in it. Admittedly, I've been staying near the human areas, like the human-centric areas, and maybe they just have a lot of, like, centaurs are their main enemy. I do kind of want to try out a different race to see if anything changes by doing that. I imagine my first quest does, but other than that, I do wonder if there's, like, any other major changes. God damn it, I'm too far away if I'm go over there. Can I, like, give these trophy things to the guy to get more... I guess progression is the word? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. We're doing more of that then. That's obviously the way that you do it. And I guess the dog tags are... I guess I should have given them credit, actually. Because the dog tags are the way that I've gotten most of my progression here. And in actuality, they would be a lot harder to get if you were... if you were obviously in a place full of centaurs. And so, inevitably, the fact that they've taken this place has actually made it easier for people to get them. Which has therefore made it, like, a bit easier to do it that way. But you lose out on all the centaurs you'd kill and the slaves you'd free. So there is some form of balancing. But I think there's a very limited amount of those trophies, unless there's an area I'm missing. You know what I found a bit weird the other day? This is completely off topic, but I was watching a stream of, like, some people, like, speed running or something, and they had maybe 300 viewers, right? Like, a very respectable amount, like, enough to make a career out of it, but, like, not an insane level, not to the level of, like, the incredibly huge names, right? It's not hit the 1K. But what I found weird about it is the level in which the chat moved was kind of exactly the same as, like, somebody with 1K viewers. And I found that a bit weird, because I've been in the big streams, you know, the 10K viewers, you know, your Iron Mouses, your Ludwigs. I don't even think Ludwig's got that, but your Iron Mouses and like your big sort of corporate company, what's the word? Channels. And they move like there's, like, it's constantly moving. And they have it on slow mode, and, like, just because there's so many people playing, so many people chatting, I mean, it doesn't matter that it's in slow mode. They just, like, it goes through it, like, at insane speeds, right? But for some reason, that isn't true for the difference between, like, 300 and the difference between, like, 1K. How long are you going to be playing Guild Wars 2 for? Do you mean in, like, today, or do you mean in general? Because if we're talking today, I've got another about 40 minutes, and then I'm stopping. I normally stop at the 2-hour mark. If we're talking, like, in general, until I've completed all of the DLCs, or I get bored, whichever comes first, frankly.
May Balthazar strengthen you.
I normally stick to just doing the 2-hour streams. I could feasibly do more on Fridays, but I'm fine with just keeping it to a sort of steady amount. So yeah, another about 40 minutes on the dot. I say on the dot. I'd go a bit longer if I'm in like a incredible story thing or something. But yeah, I was just a bit surprised at like the speed in which the chats go. It makes me wonder that I guess they always say that a vast majority of people are lurkers, right? That they don't like actually chat, and that makes sense. I very rarely chat in streams and stuff. But you would have thought like it would be a percentage of your viewership, but it would be about the same percentage at all times. Oh wait, they still have this area? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I watch a ton of streams while lurking. I'll be honest, that's the vast majority of my stream watching is lurking. And a vast majority of it is also at work. In fact, the only streams that I talk to is if it's somebody I actively, like, know in real life that's streaming. I don't know why, I just love the idea that me saying the word lurkers was like, that deserves a follow. I appreciate it, but it is very funny. But yeah, I was just surprised at like the level of lurkers, even in the high sort of like, in the high like numbers of streams, you know, like the 300 to 400 and the 1k levels, all the way up to 1k. No, it's fair enough. I didn't think it was just that. But it was kind of funny. I just found it kind of funny. Okay. I need you to stop coming after me. I'm gonna hit every button and hope that means I win. I'm surprised you have your account. Yeah, I understand that, but my thinking was like, I understand that the percentages goes up, right? Doesn't change. But like 80% of 300 is a lot different to like 80% of like 50, right? And so I'd expect them to still be, I'd still be faster chats because people would be constantly talking. But what actually happens is, like, you have the sort of same numbers from, like, the 300 mark to the 1k mark. And then once you hit, like, the 5 to 10k mark, it just goes insane and people are constantly, like, spamming everything. At least in my experience. So it feels like there's levels. I'm kind of new to Guild Wars 2 myself, and I started playing it after many years away. Yeah, I'm in a very similar boat, honestly. I made a character. I got relatively far in the base game. I believe I was like... because I was like... I got like level maybe like 70, maybe 60. And then I've come back now. And Lezerp, I hope I've said that correctly. I'm 100% in agreement. I stick to the like low, like 300, 500 to 1k bit, because I actually can have, like, I can see conversations happening, and I know that like there's no feasible way that somebody with like 10k and 5k people watching them is actively able to talk to chat. Because chat's going too fast, you know, you physically wouldn't be able to read something without it then being replaced by something else. it's more of like you watching a TV show at that point than it is actually watching a stream. I at least know in those lower number ones, they're having conversations, you know, they're interacting with chat. They're able to at least react to something that's said in chat, whereas like you can't react to anything in like a 10k subscriber chat. Why am I here? Oh, right, yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry if I mess up this name. Grythak? Grithak? I'm a very similar boat. I bought the first 2 DLCs, sorry, expansions a while back when I first started out this game. Because they were just like, they're pretty damn cheap. I think you can get them like 60% off at the moment. I think they've got a thing going here. Yeah, you can get it for like 10 quid. And so it was like, I bought that when I first tried the game, and I never even got to it. I believe I stopped when there was like this... I don't think this is a big spoiler, like a dragon appeared. And then I stopped. I don't think that's a spoiler because there's literally like a dragon in the pictures. But yeah, I stopped then and like... I've come back now because my Friday streams are effectively me playing MMOs. Just going through different kinds of MMOs and sort of giving them a shot. Cool. I'll try and say it like that next time. Sorry about the mispronunciations. But yeah, like I thought I went through I played a bit of Neverwinter, and Neverwinter was okay until you get through the initial story. Yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, it's one of those things. I'll try my best, but please don't be annoyed if I get it wrong again. I have the memory of a goldfish, and I can't really speak very well, just in general. Also, I may or may not be on a couple of drinks at the moment. But yeah, like I played through Neverwinter, and the Neverwinter game is really... It's quite fun until you... The MMO's quite fun until you get to the end of the initial story. And then you start getting to this point where a lot of it wants you to start grinding. Or your level is like... Your level, like, of items is not good enough. And then it just becomes boring. Because it just becomes a grind-a-thon. And I understand that to a certain extent, grinding is a part of MMOs, right? But I want to be able to do the basic, like the story bit, not the high level raids, but the basic story bits, without having to do much, if any, grinding. And then I went on and I played some Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I found, yeah, I think it's a constant thing. And I don't think they're making it any changes for the better, if I'm being honest. I honestly think they're making changes for the worse. They're trying to just milk that thing now. Milk it for as much money as they physically can get. I then went on to FF14, which I had previously played, but not on stream. And I played the latest expansion of FF14. And there's a lot of good things about FF14. It's on that level of, like, you can see why it's, like, number 2 and number 3 in most popular MMOs, right? I think to a certain extent, its aesthetic is not really 100% my kind of thing. It's a little too clean. But generally, like, I had no complaints about it. I just got to the end. you know, I got to the latest stuff, and I'll probably go back when when another expansion comes out. Oh, what did I get? Armor I can't use, key. What's the point in giving me this armor I can't use? Oh, I can use this. Where did I get that? Nah, it's probably fine.
I was born here and I'll die here.
But yeah, like, I played a bit of FF14. I finished FF14, and then I was like, well, let me try Guild Wars 2. Because I've already, like, bought into it, because I bought the expansions. And it's not one of those ones where you have to actually spend any, like, money in, like, a subscription model of any kind. So I was like, I may as well give this a shot, right? And I've been having a ton of fun since I did. Where is the story quest now? Yes, this. Travel to the Lion's Arch. Is that the Lion's Arch, or is it this? Lion's Arch, here it is. I'm glad I got a teleport here. But yeah, I think if I finish this, the next MMO I'll go on to, which I don't know why I'm talking about it, because feasibly I'll be... The only time I'll have to get through this, then I have to get through the expansion, then the next 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 expansion. And I feel like that's feasibly going to take me, with it being like 2 hours a week, once a week, every Friday, it's going to take me a metric ton of time. I think I average level up maybe 5 to 7 levels every stream, which sounds like a lot. But I imagine the story is going to be a lot more dense per level when I start hitting expansions, you know? Right, so we're at a diplomat thing here, if I remember correctly. It's a diplomatic peace talk because of the peace treaty between the cat people, who I forget the name of, and the humans. I'm not sure I trust Kaith's motives. Stay close. I doubt it's an ambush, Logan. Let's see what she has to say. I feel like it is an ambush. Which one is this? Which one of these is the bad one?
Welcome, fellow members of Destiny's Edge. We must speak of the threat of the Elder Dragons.
When I agreed to come, I didn't know you'd be inviting this char.
Racism.
I could say the same for you, human. Finally crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
I've done nothing that needs to be forgiven.
Logan, Ritlock, enough of your squabbling. Kaith, I doubt that we can unite again. Not after our last mistake.
The Norn's right. When heirs to Galkin makes mistakes, people die.
Is that what you think, Soja? That what happened was my fault?
Please, all of you, our time has come. We must help the Orders. We've fought the Elder Dragons before.
And lost. Because someone couldn't keep up with us.
You have something to say it to my face.
I would if you weren't always running away. I should gut you and be done with it.
Gut me? With what? That human-made sword you looted from Ascalon? I've had enough. We're done here.
Running away again.
Ritlock, you're just making it worse.
Ha! Look who's talking!
You know, I think this would
Logan's
work
right,
better.
for once. I have more important things to do. I'm done with this.
And I refuse to waste my efforts on cowards and fools. Goodbye, Kaith.
It's sad to see Logan and Ritlock argue. If only there was something to bond them together. Yes, I know it might help. Kaith, I have to leave as well. I fear this meeting was a mistake, but maybe I can fix it.
We failed, then. Failed to bring Destiny's Edge back together. We cannot help the others. How can we help Tyria?
So, what I think would have helped that sort of, like, cutscene is when you're having an argument, and I know it's a bit up my own arse to start blimmin' criticizing a game that's, you know, made loads and loads of money. But when they're doing an argument scene, it kind of takes me out of it when when they have to switch characters. It goes, that character disappears, new one appears. And there's like a solid 3 to 4 seconds where you're just going, come on, get on with it. Like, it takes you out a bit, in my opinion. That foolish, arrogant, mule-headed Char. Does he think I wanted this? I was a fool to come here, a fool to think I could make this work. You're not a fool, Logan. This is the only way. Without Destiny's Edge, Kryta will be destroyed by the dragons. We can't do it alone. I know that. I knew Rytlock was angry. and Zoldyr, or all of them. But they don't see that the choice I made was hard on me too. You have to choose between the woman you love and your guild, and you did the best you could. In time. Time is the one thing we don't have, my friend. But you're right. I think I need to take some time to cool off. I'll contact you soon. Don't give up, Logan. Tyria needs you. We all do. I keep getting these keys, but I have yet to get a box. Well, no, I got one box. I hope it's not too hard to actually get the boxes. It's weird I 100%ed that area, but I actually haven't leveled up to the... Like, I'm still under-leveled for a couple of those... Well, I'm still at level for a couple of those areas. And I went in technically over-leveled. General Alamora Soulkeeper has issued orders to rendezvous at the Vigil headquarters in Lion's Arch. There I'll brief you on the directive for your first mission, assisting me with a difficulty at the Fortress of Ebonhawk. The General's taken a personal interest in you. I trust you'll live up to her expectations. Sure. What is that? I didn't see the Queen at all in that. Have I mixed up my story missions? Is there a different story mission I missed? No, that was the whole thing with that. Then there was this. I guess that was the Char and human relation thing. And the thing that she was up to was trying to get Destiny's Edge back. And also, before someone says, I know I say that I 100% stuff and I haven't 100%ed this area. This place doesn't count. In my opinion, this place doesn't count. And also, before anyone says, why weren't you riding your mount? It's because I forgot. It's simple as. I've just forgot about it. Meeting my mentor. Oh, I always just assumed you only need it for eventual map completion. Yeah, that makes sense. Does map completion give you anything big? Like, I've been doing it because I actually just find it fun to see number go up and know that I've 100%ed an area. But, like, do you get anything, like, major from it? I've been getting a load of equipment that I just straight up can't use. And so it hasn't felt like I'm getting stuff. You need it if you want to graft Generation 1 legendary weapons.
Thank you for the warning, General Soulkeeper. I will make sure Queen Jenna receives your news, but I cannot make any promises. The Ebonhawk Treaty is Kryta's only hope for peace with the Char.
You want to... Yeah, okay. I hopefully read that as craft.
With all due respect, Ambassador, it's a damn fool decision.
That's enough, War Master. Thank you, Lady Versa. The Vigil will do our best to keep everyone safe.
And is that something I want to be doing? Like, is Generation 1 legendary weapons something you need? Who might you be, soldier? I am Ellen Moore Jr., ma'am. A new recruit reporting for duty.
6 years ago,
What?
the dragon rose in Ascalon. It flew south, killing and corrupting everything in its path.
Hmm.
I stood beneath the dragon as it passed overhead. I survived, but others did not. All across Tyria, I found others who told of destruction caused by the dragons. Humans and Silvari.
I mean, if it looks cool, I'll do it.
A surge driven from their underground cities. Joining together, we gave birth to a mighty organization, the Vigil. We're proud that you have chosen to serve alongside us. Your mentor will be Forward, one of our finest soldiers and the most stalwart Norn I know. He'll teach you to fight with the Vigil. The Vigil was created to fight the dragons, to destroy them before they destroy us.
Yes.
Some must fight so that all may be free.
Did-
Welcome to the Vigil.
I'm sure when the Vigil is like, the idea is they're supposed to be like soldiers, but I'm just like a necromancer, but I think I'll be fine in here. I like simple solutions.
My name is Almora Soulkeeper. I've founded this order. I'm its general until I die in battle, or they find someone better.
Your representative sent me a letter saying that you were the best they'd ever seen. I look forward to seeing you prove that.
I'll do my best, General. I'm dedicated to fighting the dragons. Just show me where to fight.
I like you already, recruit. I've assigned you to War Master Forgel Kernson for training.
Look here, young one. I don't care what you've done in the past.
I recognize that voice.
Vigil needs heroes, not tale tellers.
What is that voice from?
It's what you do today, not yesterday, that matters to me. Understood?
What is that voice?
If you give each other a chance, I think you'll get along just
What is that?
Now to
It's like
business.
greeting. It's like he's.
Renegades are threatening the treaty negotiations.
It's like I can hear him saying greetings,
Vigil
heroes.
needs to ensure that the treaty goes through. Those two nations need to be fighting the dragons, not each other. You'll be dealing with Commander Samuelson, leader of the Ebon Vanguard and avid treaty supporter. Head to Ebonhawk and stop those renegades.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that you're a general, but you have like a very soft voice, but it carries authority. I will follow you into battle and will die for you already. I like your character that much. Travel to the Fortress of Ebonhawk. Whereabouts is that?
Quit pulling my tail.
Look at the eyes. Tilt your head a little.
I don't know if I've been this area. I guess that could be the new area that I just... Is that a corgi? Is that guy riding a corgi? More quality of life than anything. That's nice and doesn't have better. Okay, cool. I mean, I'll do it. To do the crafting legendary thing, do I need to have gotten 100% on every map? I haven't actually done it. I haven't done anything. Like, unintentionally I have. But I haven't done anything related to this. Is it good? I honestly haven't been doing anything about it. Oh, no, that's the wrong place. It's this one. Like, I've been focusing just on doing the base story, and I haven't really done anything. Cool. Thanks for the info. It's good. Right. I should probably give it a shot at some point. That might be something I do off stream, though. I think I'm going to focus just mainly on the story for the actual stream itself. Or maybe like a special stream I'll do. I don't think it'll be just a normal Friday thing. I feel like I could just teleport there, but there's a part of me that just wants to take it slow. I'm in no rush. No! that's still annoying though. Take me back. Take me back. I don't know what that area is. Start the instance instead. I want to at the very least start this a bit before doing anything.
Don't let the renegades escape.
Where's the gate? This thing? I was too eager.
Welcome to Ebonhawk, recruit. By Raven's wings, what in the mists is happening here?
It's the Vigil. Thank Balthazar, you're just in time. I'm Samuelson, Wade Samuelson, commander of Ascalon.
I'm War Master Kernson, and this is my new recruit. Give me a status report.
Here's the problem. A bunch of Char renegades smuggled explosives into the city. They're trying to blow up onto the outer walls.
They're doing the gunpowder plot.
The Ebon Vanguard stopped the demolition team, but renegade forces are attacking everywhere, from here to the Central Plaza.
That sounds like a blood-covered mess, Commander. How can we help?
We have to get to the city Central Plaza. Turn right, head down the road and through the crossing. You'll see a big statue at the center of the square. Once we take the square, the Vanguard can do the rest. But without a rally point, we're falling apart.
Who are these renegades? What do they want with Ebonhawk?
They're Char who disobeyed the orders of the High Legions. These idiots would rather die than make peace with humans, and they're dangerous.
We'll capture the plaza, Commander, and teach a lesson to any renegades we find along the way. Ready, recruit? Move out.
I've got to say, War Master sounds like it's a higher rank than General.
The hell it will. The hell it will while I'm here.
Like, I know he's not. I know the General is the leader, because they obviously established that. But War Master to me sounds like it's a bigger feat.
Servant of mine, walk this land.
Maybe it's because I'm too World of Warcraft pilled, and I keep thinking of like War Chief, you know? Okay, this is cool. It actually feels like a fight, a proper war. I thought the Char were the people with like the tech and everything, and they had guns and stuff. These people have like almost no... I guess they're rebels, so I guess they probably don't have access to a lot of armor. I love fearing them and then immediately attacking them, therefore making my fear useless. Very, very fun and definitely what I like doing.
Road is secure. Vanguard, form up and hold this area. And we'll advance toward the crossing.
I can see why you're lost though, because these people are almost like twice your width. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for all the advice, by the way. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it.
Impressive combination.
Sorry if I'm a bit shell-shocked with the whole thing. I'm just... It's the first time I've been raided by somebody that I don't personally know. You know? And so it was a bit of a surprise. God, are the Ebonhawks only blimmin' their captain and then loads of archers? Is that kind of what it's kind of what it feels like. No wonder they lost. They're only archers. Look, I love archers as much as the next guy, but I'm never gonna have only of them.
Crossing is secure. Vanguard, defend us here. We'll take care of the troublemakers in the square.
Also, I love the fact that he's wielding a giant mace. I think they're absolutely badass. I wish that there was a mace blimmin' necromancer. Oh, nice. Got a level up from that. What does that do? Yeah, it just immobilizes and bleeds them. Oh, here's some of your swordsmen. And a bunch of your archers again. I guess they're the ones that survive. I guess it's not necessarily that they're only archers. It's that they're always the last ones to die because they're the back line. I'll take some more gardening. Gathering, I mean.
Your timing was perfect, War Master Kernson. I can't thank you enough. The renegades are getting bolder. This is the first time they've ever tried to bomb the fortress from the inside.
New tactics may signify a new leader. You think they finally found a shot caller with half a brain?
Think it. I know it. He's a char named
Ajax. What a name.
Water's a thorn in my side.
Do you know anything about Anvilburn? Some way we could track him down and
Anvilburn.
Scouts tell us the renegades
What a
are
name.
outside Ebonhawk, but my troops are tied up defending the treaty location. The Ebon Vanguard hasn't had a chance to check it, but if I had to guess, I'd say either he's there or his soldiers are.
We'll take a look, Commander. Ill-disciplined thugs like these should be easy to find.
Okay, let me try this again. Gathering. I imagine at the end of this that my boy's gonna be like, okay, you're actually quite good. I'll stop being annoying. Power and precision. It doesn't look as cool, but we're gonna go with it. Invent equipment. Wait, no. We gotta dye it. We can't have it looking like that. Why do they default to pink? What's your logic? We'll let this be Orchid. Do. Is this another hub location? Oh, it's not a huge one though.
Though the hope of a treaty has helped.
My effective level. Okay, this is a lower level area. I don't necessarily want to talk to that bloomin'... No, we can't talk. I'm sorry. I'm on a mission to stop the treaty from being disrupted. I might do this area next. This area seems kind of cool. It's a bit of the... It's on the same level as the area I've just done. So I will be over leveled for it, but it'll be kind of fun to do. There might be different enemies here. Maybe we won't find centaurs here.
Hey there, kid. Remember to bring your weapon?
I'm ready to fight. And don't call me kid.
Got some spark in you, eh, recruit? Good to see. We'll need it if we're gonna stamp out these renegades. Get ready to move, and keep your voice low. If we're lucky, we can catch these bootjacks sleeping.
You really think we'll be lucky?
Kid, we both know that kind of luck doesn't exist. Still, try to take prisoners if you can. We'll need them to give us information if Anvilburn isn't there.
So we just run in there and yell, "Hello, bad guys, surrender or die."
Look here, Whelp. There's a time for strategy and there's a time for kicking the door down. We don't need tactics against this rabble. We just need force.
Yes, sir, War Master.
Right then. Don't worry about hello. Just skip straight to surrender or die. Now move out.
I appreciate that he's definitely like, he's this sort of strong badass character, but he knows that you do need strategy. So he's not needlessly like brutal. He's not like incredibly anti.
By the spirits, is this some kind of kiddie playground? Wake up out there!
I appreciate that. It kind of shows that like he's a good mix of both. Holy damn. He's also got a cool badass attack.
You must be crying right now. You best run.
It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. Have they just left their like weakest people here? I know my summons aren't out, by the way.
That's all you've got? Come on, you mangy runts.
Yeah, this is a distraction. Luckily, we only sent these people. Right, let's summon our dudes. We may as well.
Cowardly loustabouts I've ever seen.
No. Why are you hitting me? There's a huge boy twice your size over there. I've stalled you for enough time.
Shuck-brained cur. Where's Ajax Anvilburn? We know he's behind the attacks on Ebonhawk. Spill!
You just missed it. He left this morning. He's on his way to kill some worthless human named Duran. They're setting an ambush at Summit Peak. They'll kill Duran, then leave the bloody knife with old Steel Crusher. We're killing two peace lovers with one trap.
Ashes and snow? He means Minister Kent Duran, the Crichton ambassador. I bet Steel Crusher's the ambassador for the High Legions.
You're vigil, aren't you? Ha! Ajax will be sorry he missed killing you. Tell his human-loving mother, Almora, that one day we'll spit on her grave.
Almora's Ajax's mother?
That's above your pay grade, recruit. Forget you heard anything about it.
Got it.
Forget? I can't just forget. Don't you think that's important?
Whatever happened to discipline? Kids these days. All right, fine. But not here and not now. We'll talk about it later. Right now we have to evac before more renegades show up. Leave this coward to rot and die alone. Let's get back to Ebonhawk and warn Samuelson about Ajax's plan.
Right. We'll warn him about this plan.
Greetings.
Let's do it. We'll do the next part of this mission and then we'll call it a night. Because it'll be... I'll say the strong staff.
What to do now?
It'll be about 2 hours then. It's technically around 2 hours now, but I started early, so I can give myself a bit more time.
Excuse me, can I have a moment?
No. Who are you? No. So yeah, I'll just do the next bit just because I'm really interested and I'll have like a blimmin' week before I get to do this again. Is that what I do when I go into an instance? I just stand there doing nothing. That can't be right.
are you people? Commander Samuelson didn't mention an escort, and you certainly don't look like
I
We're
like the
recruits.
armor.
We know about the attack planned for Minister Duran. We're here to make sure you reach him in time.
An escort? I'm a soldier of the Ebon Vanguard. I don't need babysitters.
We're not babysitters. We're tourists, traveling the same road, taking in the same scenery, and beating the ever-living crap out of the same idiots as you. You look like a fine sergeant. Are you really gonna tell us where we can't go and who we can't beat up on such a nice day?
I have to get this message to the minister. I don't have time for this. Just keep up or I leave you behind. Head out for Summit Peak, and don't slow down. Rachel's my escort? Fine. Just don't tell the rest of the Vanguard. I'll never get you.
If I'd had a daughter, she'd be a lot like Jade. Except smarter, stubborn.
Careful. This has ambush.
Smarter, stubborner, and better looking. Do you think that general saying that I'm going to be the general until either I die or they find someone better is supposed to be a not so subtle hint that you eventually become the general? I know nothing, by the way. So if I ever am like correct, it's not on purpose. But that kind of feels like there's some logic to that. He didn't even wait for his friends. I think it was a subtle hint.
They aren't even bothering to disguise their ambushes? That's just insulting.
I see a survivor. Stand the line. We have to help her.
No, we can't risk it. If the ambassador is killed, many more lives will be
Too late, I've already saved him.
Abandon your own soldiers?
We all knew the risk when we joined the Vanguard. Duty first.
It's too late, I've already saved them. In the time you had that conversation. Oh, it's that guy. If this gets the blimmin' guy killed, then it gets the guy killed. Who cares? Well, I mean, I guess I care because of the Char-human relations, but still. Okay, while they do this, we'll heal.
Shoulders? The renegades are stirring up anything they can find just to send them at us.
Cool, let's go. Come on, Sergeant. Oh, were they part of it? I just thought they were innately hostile people. What's happening here? Oh, nice. You killed a bunch of them before you went down. That's pretty cool. Don't tell me I wasn't close enough so you didn't move. Oh. They were alive. That was just a ruse. Please stop running back here to then start running again. What are you doing? Bit of a pathing problem there. Please don't make this an escort mission into another escort mission. I don't mind if there's like... if this is the only part of it, but if there's two, I'll be annoyed.
Officer on site.
You're telling me they don't give a sergeant a horse? They really should give you a horse. Is that the person that's gonna die? No. Is this the person that's gonna die? No, but they look awesome. It's one of the ones, actually.
Minister Duran, sir, please. It's critical that you hear this. Commander
Oh, hey,
Sanders
Onyx.
sent me from Ebonhawk. You're both in terrible danger.
Danger? Slow down, Sergeant. Take a deep breath and tell me what's going on.
Ajax Anvilburn and his renegades are going to ambush you. They plan to assassinate Minister Duran and blame the attack on Ambassador Steelcrusher.
Well, we can't let that happen, can we? Duran, can you fight?
Not as well as a Char, but I can hold my own. We could take cover at Summit Peak up ahead. Having the high ground would be in our favor. The camp is a defensible location. If the renegades don't know we're prepared, we could turn the tables on them when they attack.
With all due respect, Minister, the best defense is usually a good offense. I recommend we find the traitor's base and destroy Ajax before he can strike.
The Vigil were the ones to uncover this plot. With due respect, sirs, I think we should let them decide if we choose ambush or assault.
And the War Master is going to say I have to choose. Right, you know what? Even though I'm not even though you'd expect me to side with the human, they'll never expect an attack. I agree. Let's take these guys out before they can do any more harm.
Head for the Renegade's camp and attack with all the force we can muster. Good choice.
I just interrupted him talking. What's this? Fine salvage kit. Where is the next? It's there. Okay, cool. Right, we'll call it here. Thanks for everyone for watching. I really appreciate everyone that came in the raid and everyone that followed and everyone that even decided just to stay and watch me for a bit just to see if I was any good. Sorry to disappoint. I wasn't very good. I will see you all guys on Monday where I'll be playing more of whatever we feel like. Wednesday for more Expedition 33 and Friday for more of this. But until then, hope you have a great weekend. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.